Yes, hi. Yes, hello everyone. Yes, good evening, good morning, good night to you from wherever you're watching the live stream. You're welcome to another great show. Yes, hi. You can see we've got a new face for ourselves. Yes, I've just made up this sparkling brand new studio again, courtesy of myself. Yeah, you can see as I play with technology. Good evening. Yes, I can see. Yes, I was on the other side watching all your comments. I'm going to acknowledge each and every one of you. Today's Monday. Yes, Monday, the 28th day of the third month of March 2022. The year of punishment. Yes, I'm monitoring everything that is going on in all the feeds. Welcome to another spectacular show, the usual series. Hashtag The Bleeding Edge, episode 160. The time in London is 22:17. Yes, it's going to be a late night show, and you see, I've changed everything that you are looking at. Now, for instance, you can clearly see that I've remade the dates, the contact numbers, the voice over internet protocol. So we've got two lines open simultaneously at the same time. In case we've got two of you that may like to drag it out with one another. Yes, you are free to ring in anytime you feel like doing so. The number is there. That number is there. And you can clearly see that 02, for those of you calling from UK or from wherever you are, mainland UK. The voice over internet protocol is 020818004333. And there's another number that I've added as well, equally voice over internet protocol, which is 01560156778. So if you are calling from outside the UK, all you have to do is add +44, omit the zero, dial the numbers straight. And for WhatsApp, it is +44767467634822. Initially, as I was trying to connect onto the stream via my studio, I discovered I encountered problems, technical problems, to which I had to go back and then reconnect myself, delete the old connection stuff, and then get a new connection into the stream. And you can clearly see those numbers are there. And again, you can see as well that there, you can see Frank Bello live streaming, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Yes, I've made that up. And somewhere here, here, you can see that. Yes, here to my top, you can clearly see the Liberty Media Communications animation equally scrolling. And then here, yes, you can see a mini TV that's going to be on like that. And that will show you exactly the state of things. I can change that at any time. I can bring in any video clips that I want at any time. That will remind you the filthy state, the deplorable state 62 years after independence. Nothing to show for it. Now, let's quickly come over here. Yes, you want to do the stream a favor. Yes, share it now. Yes, James Coker. Good evening. Yes, yeah, you are some of the topmost ones. Mayegun Amotekun Agbaye. Good evening. Let us post your comment. Mayegun Amotekun Agbaye. You said, good evening, Baba Frank. Ekushe Olodumare. Olodumare will continue to bless you with more wisdom and honor. Ashe. Please, we're still waiting for the book. Yes, I know. You know, I do quite a lot of reading. Elisha Oyedele, good evening. Ifeoma Nwobodo, good evening. Yemi Foluke, good evening. Where is Elijah Folake, Alawiye, and the rest of those regulars? You see, I know your names. I know. Where is Baba T? Yes, where is Baba T? Jojo, good evening. Thank you. Yes, good evening. It's going to be a spectacular show today. Episode 160 of The Bleeding Edge is exactly what we want to treat. Yes. There are new stuff that I'll be treating with you today. Yeah, Ganil Ojofolani, good evening. Now you guys can see very, very clearly this particular TV screen. Yes, that TV screen is there. I'm going to leave that to remind each and every one of you. This is why the live stream coming from this place has got more substance added to it. Maybe I'll try at some point in time and I'll bring a very much bigger screen, you know, behind me or somewhere here, somewhere around here or somewhere around this place as well. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Yes, it is really getting interesting. Share the stream now if you haven't done so. Share it. You are free to ring in at any given point in time. Walai, episode 160. Share the stream. First and foremost, you all remember where we left off the last time we were both here. Yeah, I've remade this one. Yeah, it's been done again. Now it is 62 years. 62 years. 62 years, 1960 to date. 62 years. What do you get? What are you getting? 1960 to 2022, 62 years after independence. What are they giving you? What are you getting in return for being independent 62 years? 369. 3 completed cycle of 60 years of misery, punishment, torture, sorrow in a country on location 9. 369. I'm not going to deviate from my own submission and my argument. This brings into limelight, will there be any 2023 in Nigeria? There's a new twist to what is happening. New twist, and I'm going to show you. We're going to treat the new twist now that we have it. And some of you will not believe it. The new twist. Now, pay attention to this. Note this date. That's why I said attention. Note this date. 7 February 2017. 5 years ago. Note the date in question. Note it, please, because I'm going to show you something like this. Watch this. I want to take you through this. 2017, and I want to take you and juggle your brain back memory lane. In 2015, the authentic, real Muhammadu Buhari that you saw in the left picture in front of your screen was whipping 2011 for a dangerous nation that was fast sinking into the oblivion. In 2015, he had the opportunity, and you can clearly see his picture in military uniform immediately after he was sworn in, and he said he will lead the other generals to go into Sambisa forest to get rid of Boko Haram. That was a handwork of his creation. And next to that picture, you're looking at a much more younger Muhammadu Buhari. In 2018, 2019. And then in 2019, in front of your screen, the second man, apparently they are all northerners, shedding crocodile tears. Atiku Abubakar, still nursing the ambition to claim he's the best candidate to take over in 2019. The question now is, will there be any 2023? There is a twist. There is a big twist to the narratives right now. Before we go any further, let's go through some compilations that I've got for you. Those compilations will open up your eyes again. Some of you who are not new to this platform will know exactly what we're talking about. Now, this one, I tagged this as old Lagos or old Nigeria. Old Lagos. Long time. When Nigeria was a fully functional nation, and that was Bridge. Old Lagos. Old Lagos. Old Lagos. When Nigeria was a fully functional nation. You can clearly see the registration number on that Mercedes-Benz. That car, LF, means Lagos. Make no mistakes. In the 50s, my dad used to own one of those. Mercedes. Orderliness. Traffic light. Pedestrian crossing. You can clearly see the taxi, the color of the taxi of Lagos. Right on the other side of the traffic light. Lagos Island, to be precise. Lagos. Old Lagos. Old Nigeria. And that brings us into this one. You can clearly see Batashu, Old Lagos. Again, Old Lagos. Old Lagos. Marina, for that matter. Clearly paved road. Pedestrians walking on a clean paved road. And you can clearly see the zebra crossing. And right across there, Nitel building, once the tallest building in the whole of Africa, Nigeria Telecommunications building, more like the equivalent of the British Telecom. Exactly. Nitel building. Nitel building got fired up. I repeat, got burnt down during Shehu Shagari's reign, when all the Fulanis stole everything from Nitel. Lagos. Old Lagos. Old Lagos. See how beautiful Old Lagos was. You can clearly see Tinumbu Methodist Church. Old Lagos. My grandmom used to be a lay reader in that church. Exactly that church you're looking in front of you. Because I used to be Mama Nurse's handbag those days. And that was the mental picture of how it was when I was a child. Old Lagos. Old Lagos. Old Lagos. Here's another one for you. Old Lagos. When it was fully functional. The same Barclays Bank in England had their operations in Lagos, Nigeria, in Nigeria. Barclays Bank later translated to Union Bank, for those of you who don't know. The same old Lagos from a different angle. Old Lagos again. Old Lagos. And let's go into the new Lagos. The new Lagos. Police, Nigerian police force residents. New Lagos. Nigerian police force barracks. This is where they housed all your police officers. One of the buildings. New Lagos, New Nigeria. Let's do this. Caucasus of the Nigerian Airways plane. New Nigeria. Who killed your Nigerian Airways? The Fulanis, the Northerners, because all their emirs and all their leaders, they don't pay. And when Air Peace refused to delay the flight for the Emir of Kano, I'll tell you the twist to that. And this perhaps is one of the reasons Obasanjo refused blatantly to bring back Nigerian Airways, knowing fully well that Nigeria is not one piece. Nigeria is a murderous country. Nigeria is not a nation. That's exactly what you have. The Dream Airlines, that's the caucus. Now, let's have a look at what we have for New Lagos as opposed to the old Lagos. New Lagos, New Nigeria. New Lagos, New Nigeria. 62 bloody years after independence. This won't go away in my brain. It's permanently there. And I'll continue to showcase this to the rest of the world to see why there is a need to break up that contraption called Nigeria. New Lagos, 62 years after independence. New Lagos. There's a lot more. New Lagos, 62 years after independence. New Lagos, 62 years after independence. New Nigeria, New Lagos, New Nigeria, 62 years after independence. If you're still telling me you are a proud, bona fide Nigeria, then I think you are sick upstairs. New Lagos, New Nigeria. This is a highway, a motorway, a trunk road, interstate road. New Nigeria, 62 years after independence. Lagos, 62 years after independence. What you're seeing? The people that ply that road, this is Mushi, Lagos. And people pay to buy what you're looking in front of you to fill the road. They pay. As at that time, I gathered those plying the road raised 150,000 naira. And thereby, you can see residents dangerously repairing the road. And you've got somebody who marooned himself as Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who's now showcasing to the world that the success of Lagos is going to take to the federal. You are doomed. This is Mushi. Welcome to Lagos. New Lagos. That's the filthy state. New Lagos. That is how bad it is. Another trunk road. New Nigeria. Do you know how many lives has been claimed to hell through this lethal, dangerous road? A highway, trunk road, interstate road. 62 years after independence. Now you can clearly see why they don't even use the road. And they've got private jets and helicopters that fly them. The state of your trunk road, 62 years after independence. Lagos, Victoria Island, Lagos, 62 years after independence. Lagos. Lagos, 62 years after independence. All these are current pictures. And one Asiwaju will be blaspheming that he's done exceedingly well in Lagos. Done well in my foot or perhaps in my bollocks. Lagos. 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 New Lagos. Lagos, New Lagos, 62 years after independence. Lagos, 62 years again after independence. Make matter worse, Lagos, big man's house that will still campaign for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that it is Bola Tinubu. This is their Lagos. Wait for it. Wait for it. Residents, the same people that wants to die for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and those that are already making their lives the hell on the surface of this planet. Look, a whole street. They all sat inside water. This flooded street is now a drinking bar. See, when I say to everyone that I've got problems, I've got problems, and I'm not twisted up. So also, I ain't crazy. Steve Osagie. Yes, you said you're present. Good evening. I'm not going to mention that name, but I can see that name. I don't want you to get into trouble. Yes, I want you to just enjoy the stream. I observed you. Good evening. Say hello to everyone for me in Akure. You know who you are. Alaja Lola, good evening. Alsam, good evening. Ganiu Ojofolarin. Let's post your comment. Ganiu Ojofolarin, bí ènìyàn kò mú wọn, Olódùmarè á mú gbogbo wọn. Àṣẹ. Yeti Queen. Yeti Queen, you said Barclays Bank to First Bank. No. Barclays Bank to Union Bank. Standard Bank to First Bank. Barclays Bank became Union Bank, and Standard Bank became First Bank. Because I know this too well, because history was unfolding in my naked eyes, and from the family I came from, it was all about books. Val Ojo, you said 970 people just got bombed in a train in the north a few minutes ago. Wait, don't let me digress. Don't deviate. Yes, bandits. Daniel Ujofolani, you said you don't know what to say or to write. Yeah, many people don't know how to provoke people to action. Baba T, I already mentioned to you actually that I haven't seen you. I thought Facebook were fiddling with my stuff because I tried to come up earlier on and I discovered I wasn't streaming onto Facebook, but it was going on to, I'll have to go and delete the other ones on YouTube. Baba T, let's get through your comment. You said, Oga Bello, did you see Tinubu at the convention? Ogbeni Tinubu looked like a person. Yes. We're going to go there. There's a twist to the whole event. There's a big twist. Let me show you this image. You remember this? You remember I showed you guys the last time. Yes? Okay. Now, look at him. Here. Professor Yemi Oshibajo, PYO. Yes. PYO. What's the new twist? Can you guess? A. Akogun 1. David Hamilton, voice 234. My friend is here. Yes. I don't know if Akogun would like to participate or coming into the show. If you wish to participate at some point in time, Akogun, let me know because I'll send you an invite. That man in front of your screen. There's a new twist to this. And what's the twist? What is the twist? Can you guess? Can you guys guess? Because just as I was about preparing to come live, this is the new twist. Can you guess? Okay. Seems you don't know what's going on. You don't have any idea? Okay, let me tell you. Finally, Vice President Yemi Oshibajo has declared his interest for presidential bid. That's why I said share it. Jacob Steven said, hello, Mr. Bello. Have you finally fully dropped Yoruba Nation campaign? Just taking some time off the agitation? I'm still very much inside the Yoruba agitation, but I don't belong to any group anymore. I'm still inside. I've tried my best, but it seems the videos, stabbings, and the milking of people of Yoruba extraction, left, right, and center, doesn't go down well with me. It doesn't. Too many fraud, too many lies, too many deception inside the Yoruba agitation. If you want, I'm going to show you some instance. But before we go into that instance of, in fact, let's go straight into it. Yeah, let's go straight into it. Now, I've not stopped talking about the Yorubas. Now I've not stopped talking about it. I am just presenting from my own end in my own capacity, just like my friend David Hamilton, a technical point based on facts and not fiction. Many don't know what is inside. There's a lot more that you guys don't see. And if you want me to show you some of the things that are really so bad, I will show you today. But let's first of all go into Al-Sam. I'll take your comment later. Oshibajo declared his interest for the presidential bid. Let me get you straight through to his some of the few points he highlighted in his speech. He said when he addressed Nigerians that was few moments or so, let me say couple of hours, minutes ago. He said, fellow Nigerians, a few moments ago, I met with President Muhammadu Buhari. Whether that Buhari is real or fake still is a big problem to me. He said, I informed him that I wanted to succeed him as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, under which constitution will Oshibajo be sworn in? He said, though it is not my lifelong ambition. Osoko. See, okay, not my lifelong ambition. It has become imperative that to rescue Nigeria, so they know that Nigeria is on ICU or ACU. We need someone to build on the achievements of President Buhari. What kind of achievements? Question mark. He went on and then said, I have looked around. I do not see anyone better suited to carry on that solemn assignment than my humble self. It's like he's sitting in front of the panel of people trying to assess him for a position. Now, as a great father of the nation, which Buhari is, fake, dodgy, dead, latex Buhari, he wished me well. I took this bold step after a wide-ranging consultation with Nigerians of various ethnic, religious, and economic hues. Heavy. Is it going to turn against? You know, I've been asking the question, will Yemi Oshibajo betray Bola Tinubu? He said, I listened to market women and men. I sat down with the young and the old. I heard from students and intellectuals. I broke bread with the unemployed and the underemployed. Wow. I'm telling you his word for word. He said, I accepted the counsel of traditional rulers and kingmakers across Nigeria, and more importantly, I weighed in the opinion of my wife and children. All the signals that I got were positive. Go, P-Y-O. Pastor, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. You could use that to be pastor or professor. Still the same, P-Y-O. And unlike all those who want to rule you as their subject, wow. All those who want to rule you as their subjects, is he referring to Bola Tinubu again? Wike, Rochas Okorocha, Aminu Tambowa, Bukola Saraki, Atiku Abubakar. He said, I offer myself to serve our great country, Nigeria, with utmost humility. Now, that was why I showed you guys Lagos, old and new. He said, growing up in Lagos, I did not know that I would be where I am today, one heartbeat away from the presidency of this great country. He grew up in that old Lagos. He was Attorney General under the new Lagos, to which up till now it is in a state of decadence paralysis. He said, having been here, having seen all the parts of Nigeria from a close range, having walked beside a great but humble leader, question mark for me, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, for almost 7 years now, having interacted with leaders at federal, state, and local government levels, Osinbajo said, I have a burning desire in me to continue with Buhari's master plan for Nigeria. Buhari's master plan. Is that Ruga plan? Is it banditry plan? Is it grab land plan? Or a continuation of the killing spree plan? I don't know. The master plan, according to him, may not be clear to some of you, my compatriots, but there is a master plan coming together. Wow. That's very scary. Is this another next level? And then he said the worldwide economic downturn, COVID-19 pandemic, and decades of lack of investments in Nigerian infrastructure may have blurred what President Buhari has achieved. Remember the slides. Old Lagos, old Nigeria, new Nigeria, old Nigeria. Then he said, but trust me, Buhari has taken Nigeria to a new height of killing, insecurity. Guinness moved their investment out of Nigeria to Ghana. Many of the big conglomerates, they've moved out. No electricity. So he's taking it to a new height. Though you may not feel it, you may not honestly say that you are better off today than you were in 2015, but believe me, in things that matter most, values and sincere leadership, our country is in a better place. Aramide Segiri. Irọ́pọ̀. Irọ́ yìí ti pọ̀ jù. Irọ́ yìí ti pọ̀ jù. He said, my fellow Nigerians, trust me when I say that no matter how dark it looks, we are on the right path. So he knows that Nigeria is very dark, and there is no light. And I doubt if there is going to be any light at the end of the tunnel. He said, we are on the right path in the field of darkness. The temporary disruptions that we see today, according to him, the blurriness caused by the dust in the air, should not blind us to the long time gains of our investments of this day. What sorts of investments? When the likes of Rotimi Amechi collected bribe and back money from China through the rail infrastructure, he said, I share in your pains of this day of cultivation. Inshallah, we shall all smile soon as harvest time comes. So they know that Nigerians are in pain. The Nigeria of 2015, according to him, was an active erosion site, swallowing homes, roads, and farmlands. Ow. This is... I'm sick and tired of these people. He said, what we have done is to channel the flood water away from the site, though the gullies are still collapsing and expanding at some places. Fundamentally, we have plucked the remote causes. PYO. Kai. People. And then he now, came up and then said, I seek the presidency to begin the next level of the project, which is to fill up the gullies, recover our once lost land, and begin reconstruction. In Kotele, reconstruct in 8 years. What kind of reconstruction are we talking about here? What type of gullies are we talking about here? He said, in my time as president, you will see mansions rising in our fatherland once overrun by ugly gullies. Mansions that you were unable to bring to pass. And your supposed Muhammadu Buhari that you all claim is Muhammadu Buhari continue to loot, and all his cronies. Said, I have looked around the field of those aspiring to be president, though they may be honorable men and women in their own right. None of them has what it takes to complete the job that President Buhari started. That's why I said, keep your peace. Because as for me, I'm sick and tired of these people. He said, this is not the time to bring in people who were not there when the corpse was buried and have them start digging from the legs. You see, why can't Yemi Osinbajo advise the fake dodgy latex Muhammadu Buhari the pains people are having to go through? Those of you who watched with amazement what I accomplished in those few days that President Buhari handed power to me can attest that if I get only 4 years to be the steward of this great nation, I will turn Nigeria into what? Guess what? Ronald Reagan, the late Ronald Reagan, called a shining city on a hill. Oh, in context, is that the reasons why Bola Tinubu is saying he will turn Nigeria into Dubai during his term? He never turned Lagos into Dubai during his 8-year term. He said, as we know, some people are born corrupt. Wow. So cool. Some people are born corrupt, i.e., everyone around you, Rochas, everybody, Wiki, everybody. Some people have corruption swimming all around them. He now said, I am clothed in a bright gown of integrity. Integrity is modest. Integrity is humble. And integrity never fails to accomplish and excel. I have no doubt about that. I have no doubt about that. That you are a very, very, very successful lawyer. But the fact of the matter is, will they allow you to work, knowing fully well that Obasanjo never even, cannot even do it? You said, I never have, and will never steal. I never have, and will never steal from the Nigerian people. Those who steal are greedy, period. Bola Tinubu stole. So is that one classic example? All of them. They never change. Please do not believe them. When they say they are born again. Ew. Ew. And then I am vast in the rudiments of nation building and sustainable economic growth. No doubt about that. Ew. Interesting. PYO for president. It's really getting interesting. Yes. When I come into my own as president, that skill set will make all the difference. It helps that more than all the pretenders in the political arena, I am hardworking. Yes, we know that. I am committed to my stated goals, and I am determined to rise above all my enemies and my competitors. So PYO understands fully well he's got enemies. Maybe Akonde is one of them. Maybe the others are some of them, because enmity has just started. And then he said, my vision for Nigeria is clear and simple. Let's see. Let's digest exactly what PYO's mission for Nigeria is. Very simple, he said. I want Nigeria that is great, but just prosperous, but fair and progressive, but united. Justice, fairness, and unity are very close to my heart. The fact of the matter is, will you swear an oath on that fraudulent 1999 constitution? PYO. If that is the case, you are about to sell Yoruba land to the Fulanis. You said you have never cheated to be where you are in life. You said we are where we are as a nation because we have all allowed some people to cheat and steal their ways to what we call success. Wow. He's throwing a lot of stones here. He's throwing too many stones. I made myself what I am today by converting challenges into opportunities, according to him. That is the philosophy that I will bring to my presidency, according to him. Will the Fulanis allow you to do that? Will you have a free hand? I will deploy this philosophy to law back our compatriots who have lost faith in the Nigerian project. I am one of them. And I am one of the satanic agent that will make sure that rather than conduct an election, PYO, give us a referendum to determine If we want to be part and parcel of that nasty piece of a contraption that you called the Nigerian project, you know it is a project. You said they will give Nigeria a second chance when they see my sincerity of purpose. No, you can't. You can't fix Nigeria. PYO. The Fulanis will not let you do that. You said, I understand the internal factors dragging down the economy of Nigeria. What are those factors? I have the foreign and nationwide connections that I need to speed up the economic renaissance of our nation, of your nation, of your nation. I was arguing with someone who said, where do I belong? On Facebook. And I wrote a lengthy project. And I said, first, I'm a Yoruba man. I don't belong to Nigeria. I belong to Yoruba nation. So when it comes to security concerns, I will take decisive actions to quell the lingering security problems across Nigeria. So you know that. So why were you not advising? Were you silenced? PYO. That you were unable to even make any contributions because the Hausa Fulani oligarch were controlling. You said, as someone close to the beaming youth of this nation, he said, I know how to inspire them to deploy their restless energy into productive ventures. That is quite interesting, isn't it? Interesting. Let me bring in the screen TV once again. Yeah, let's bring in the screen TV once again. In fact, let's bring in this one. Yeah. Yeah. Let me loop it. That's right. Yeah. Yes. That is what PYO stands for. Total and final emancipation of Nigeria. We are all children of God. And the God that I serve does not discriminate, according to him. The God, God does not discriminate, but many of you, the leaders, you discriminate quite a lot. He said, I firmly believe that what is good for my children must be extended to the children of the lowest citizens of our country. Wow. Education. What about education? What have you done to education? I believe now is the time to reverse this current system where we leave a great majority of our people to wait for what? For crumbs to trickle down to them. From where? From the table of the rich and mighty. You can't turn things around. It is not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible. He said, when I become president, I will ensure that the least amongst us have the first choice before mighty. Trader money comes in here. This is where we are. This is exactly where we are. I still haven't seen Alaja Folake Alawiye, guys. Okay, let's take some of your comments. Yeah. Yes. Baba T, you said, why don't I add Streamlab to my YouTube? That way, yes. If you want to contribute, I can send you a link from where I am. And if you don't want to call in, if you want to show your face, yes, just send me on the WhatsApp number. Just send me connect, and I'll send you an invite, and you come straight into the studio. Jacob Stevens. Alsan. Mr. Frank, that was always my fear of we, the Yorubas, ruling ourselves. Alaja Lola, thank you. Okay, now I can spot you. Yes. I'm not going to say who you are, but I can spot you now. Jacob Stephen, Islamization plan according to you. James Coker, I want fake president to do third term. I gathered Yemi Oshibajo equally earlier on today that Yemi Oshibajo was with OBJ in Abeokuta today. Yeah. And just immediately after his meeting with OBJ in Abeokuta, he declared his interest. And you guys remember, I've been saying, will he not? Will he not? Now, you see, I've deliberately brought some of the many problems of that nasty piece of a contraption called Nigeria. You can clearly see the truck, how dangerous it is in location 9. Lagos. You're looking right there. Look, right there in front of your screen. In that small TV screen. You're looking at Lagos now. Yeah, you're looking at that. John YouTube, greetings. Good evening. Yemi Oluwo, good evening. Under which constitution? Thank you, Alaja Lola. Under which constitution will Yemi Oshibajo be sworn in? Ganiat Allison, you said, PYO is Fulani friend. We Yoruba Nation do not want him. Yes, thank you, Alaja Lola. Ola Bamiji Uluashola Rufus, thank you. Alaja Lola said, another calamity declare interest under fraud constitution. Yes. Yes, I'm monitoring all the activities on YouTube and all the feeds here. I've got too many gadgets in front of me. And I hope you guys, you've shared the stream. Yeah, it was not easy. Now, let's do this. Let's do this. Let me shut that down because I need the camera in front of me. Okay, I want to do this. Yes, let's bring in some stuff to you. Some of the few bits and pieces that I outlined. And those ones that I outlined already before I go into that. Many of you will remember that I begin to question, and I said, will Oshibajo betray Bola Tinubu? You remember the fake dodgy latex Muhammadu Buhari said he wouldn't name his successor and that he doesn't want him get killed. Is Yemi Oshibajo the man? Because right now, all those people, you clearly saw at the APC convention, all the APC executives, new executives, make no mistakes, they are all PDP, including their current chairman that was standing trial for fraud under the PDP. Billions of fraud, stolen money. Yes, it is really getting interesting. Alabamiji, you're right. It is getting interesting. And this was my fears when I continued to hammer in to the Yoruba agitation, especially when I was bashing Professor Banji Akitoye, that if care is not taken, we will lose everything. But everyone, right up till recently, they're focusing their attention on the monetary inducement. Money. The legs and all the things we were supposed to do intellectually that I was advising them, none. See, I told some group wholeheartedly, and none of them can contest it, that the keys to unlock Yoruba nation lies at Westminster. Lies at Westminster. And the first point of call for us is the City of London. It is a project. It is a project. The Yoruba nation is a project. We have to present the project to the Lord Mayor of London. Not London Mayor. Lord Mayor of London. The man who holds the keys to the financial center of the world. That position is rotational every year. And what they normally do is that the top high-ranking business executive in the city are nominated for that position. when the Queen of England wants to address the Lord Mayor in the city, when a new Lord Mayor, I think whether he's about to be sworn in or when he finished his term, the Queen herself will say to the Lord Mayor, "My Lord Mayor." The Queen won't say, "Lord Mayor," "My Lord Mayor." And I said, we need to do a presentation and present our facts to the Lord Mayor at the Mansion House, his official residence. We have to state intellectually how we want to deal with the United Kingdom, how we want to deal with the Commonwealth realms, our dealings with ECOWAS, our dealings with each and every country, our dealings as Yoruba nation with the European Union, with the United States, with South America, with North Arab Africans, African Union, Asia, China, Russia at the moment, Australia, New Zealand. You haven't done all those. The Lord Mayor of London wants to know how the Yoruba nation will protect the interest of the British businesses in Nigeria, which, on the other hand, is bilateral trade relations. You think it is easy? Both Professor Banji Akintoye and the rest of you, you were all focusing, and you've got agitators that does not even know jack shit, and then talk, and then some will then say, oh, they are more superior than the other, than some other people, and then some that does not even believe in the Yoruba ideology in the first place, that joined later, who now saw the need to make money out of the agitation. They are all in it. I'm glad I'm not part and parcel of that. Professor Banji Akintoye refused to work with the other leaders in Yoruba land. Ask yourselves, did Professor Banji Akintoye consulted with General Alani Akinrinade and many of the big guys? No. What's the relationship between Professor Banji Akintoye with Pa Ayo Adebanjo? Did you ask yourselves what's the relationship between Professor Banji Akintoye with Chief Tola Adeniyi? What's Professor Banji Akintoye's relationship with Dr. Akingba? And so many others. Why did Professor Banji Akintoye kill Yoruba World Congress to start Ilana Omo Oodua? Is Ilana Omo Oodua the only Yoruba pan-Yoruba organization that we know of that will get us the Yoruba nation? Is Yoruba nation a one-man show? You're not ready for it. Yes. John Stevens, make no mistakes. If Afenifere does not put any hand in it, it is not possible. The security of Sunday Igboho during all those shouting that they claimed awareness campaign, if Afenifere never had any hands in that, it would have been difficult for Sunday Igboho. Afenifere were the people that talked to many of the governors. The only governor that never honored the Afenifere was Lagos State through Bola Tinubu. The others They danced to the tune of what Afenifere had to say. Afenifere has been on over 70 years. Just like they've got Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF in the north. Any government that wants to dialogue, let me tell you, any aspiring government that wants to dialogue with the Southwest does not dialogue individually with the governors. They come straight to Afenifere for your information. You see, this is where many of you get it wrong. This is where many of you see, the Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And that is exactly what is happening to many of you, the Yoruba people. Now, tell me, how many of you amongst your Yoruba people have read the 1999 Constitution? Many are hammering that, oh, the 1999 Constitution is a fraud, there's a lacuna. Ask, apart from Ayogundemu's Citizen AY that I know has been deliberating and be teaching you lot on your constitutional rights and why it was a fraud, the 1999 Constitution. None of you, none of your agitators, none of those that proclaimed to be Yorubas have read the 1999 fraudulent Constitution. Okay, let's go into this. Watch this. Okay, let's do this. I think what I have done is that let me bring it back in. Yeah, where is the video? Okay, I think let me bring it back in. Now, watch this. In fact, before I do that, let me try and bring in, I need this graphics. I'm going to bring those two graphics in. Yeah, let's do it this way. It's coming up. Yes, sorry guys, that I hope I am back. Yes, sorry guys, I accidentally, yes, I know I am still on. Yes, but I am back. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Let me bring in this now. I think it is somewhere here. Okay, I'm going to need this. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need this. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need this as well. Let me just bring in those graphics. I'm going to need this. I'm bringing them in one by one because I want to show them straight from the studio here, rather than going through, yeah, and this one too. Okay, and there is this other one I want to bring in too. I think that one is I know where that one is. Let me just assemble them once and for all. Yeah, this one. I knew where that one was. You see, yes, I have lost many of the comments because of that stupid mistake I made. Now, guys, based on what I was saying, have a look at this. See, I kept that, and because I kept that, a group, you see, I blocked many of those information. I said this part, you can clearly see where I said this part of information is blocked, and then United States number blocked, and then United Kingdom number blocked. One of the group that created problem in the UK, a splinter group, came up. You can clearly see the date, 7th February 2021, last year. Yoruba Nation unveiling of the Yoruba consular services, UK and America. They made up all this. They made all this up, guys. They made all this up. In fact, oh dear Lord, help me. I want to bring in another stupid material that was in vogue at the time. And I began to see the agitation as just a mirage. A mirage. Let me see if I can spot that particular one. I'm looking for it, guys. Is it here? I think it should be here, actually. It should be here. Let me see this one. Let me see this one. No, it is not here. I saw it earlier on, but I never thought I'll be using it. Let me see if it is here. No, it is not in here either. Okay, let me go to this place and let me see. No, I think it is under, let me see. Okay, I need to get that because it is somewhere. Because I needed to buttress this argument. Can it be in here? Let me see if it is here. It is not here either. Okay, since I cannot find that, now let me, I think there is one other one I want to bring in into the stream here. I know where that one is. Yeah, I know where that one is. I think I know where it is. Oh, come on now. Okay, I saw it earlier on, and I said I was going to. Maybe I've taken it into the, because that one is very important too. Live stream. Okay, live stream PNG. Is it here? Nope, it is not here. Okay, let me go to live stream PNG. Maybe it is here. Yes, it is here. It is here. No. Okay. Where are you? Okay. No. I think it's gone into the wrong folder. Guys, excuse me. Let me just bring this in. Live stream, show material, live stream PNG. Yeah, this is it. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. Now, guys, look at this. The other one, I was unable to say that. But let's come back into this. Now, this, you're looking in front of your screen. Somebody posted this. The unveiling of the Yoruba Nation Consular Services, UK and America. Monday, 18th January 2021 at 3 p.m. Yoruba time. I blocked certain information because there were two numbers for a nation that was not birthed. And they said they've established and they're good. Now they've got a website, www.yorubaconsulate-uk.com. Okay, that particular site, I went onto it. And when I went onto it, I tried as much as possible to get onto the site today. But unfortunately, that site was not functional. Now, to let you know, let's go into the site, www.yoruba. Yeah, Yoruba. Let's get onto it once again. Yoruba Consulate. Yoruba Consulate. Consulate hyphen UK.com. Now, I'm going to do it this way so that you guys can say it. I'm going to get onto my browser so that you guys can see it. Okay? Let me Yes, let's get on to the browser. What have I got displayed here? Okay, new tab. Okay. Let's go into it. Just to let you know that there are so many problems associated and how people really messed up the whole thing. Okay, now I want to share Yoruba Consulate with you. Now, that is what we get from Yoruba Consulate. Let me do it again for you so that you guys can see it. Now we are back in front of it, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is type in www.yoruba consulate hyphen uk.com. Yeah, are we correct with that? Let's see. Yoruba Consulate. Yes, you can clearly see it's come up with a blue highlight to say yes, you can get onto that site. Now let's do it this way. This site can't be reached. It cannot be reached. The site cannot be reached. In 2021, Yoruba Consular Services, social care, yeah, maybe they've got different agenda. These were some of the fraud I saw inside the agitation. Some of the fraud. One group will hijack a particular project from another group and then lay claim because they were just competing. So Yoruba Nation then became a competition between different groups. That was when I then came up and I said, it seems this Yoruba Nation is now becoming a farce. Ganiat Allison. He said, Baba Frank, thank you for your wealth of knowledge and wisdom. Please make arrangements to meet my Lord Mayor. Yeah, with some great people of Yoruba Nation. Jacob Stephen, you said, but when you noticed all these, why not correct all those behind it and call them to order since you know them? I was stupid. You don't know anything. My mouth stinks. I was stupid. I was in the midst of sharks and people that don't know anything at all. According to information and according to my field of expertise. How many responsible journalists have you seen? Those with authority behind them that you'll see inside the agitation? None. All those people you see calling themselves Agbenuso, this, that, agitators, ask them what their qualifications are. You'll never get the likes of Alaba Yusuf, with the exception of just one man that I know. Fatai Ogunribido. Erelutuanshe even knew that everybody's just messing up. Alsan, yes, good night. I will finish watching the recorded version tomorrow as working in the morning. Thank you for that. Others from the States, United States, will join us. That's right. Let's now come back. Let's come back to where we were. I want to bring in this for you. First of all, watch this. Yeah, in fact, I said I wanted to bring in, yes, something that will clear me of any wrongdoing. That should have been in earlier on, but let me try and bring that in as well. And then we will go into some very, very tough, difficult ones. Again, that will open up your eyes, because I'm still coming back to set the record straight for Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who declared his interest. Yeah, I'm still coming back to him. And then this one. I need those two. Yeah. I need these two because they're all for educational purpose. Yes, it is the Fair Use Act disclaimer. And we have to put that so that we don't intend to infringe on anyone's intellectual property rights. Yes, we don't intend to do that. Now let's go into some of the roughest part. It is some of the roughest part. Okay? Now here we go.
Empire of freedom, of taking all the money. You can see the bullet vans moving in a community of poor people with aeroplane, with aircraft. That is too much money, which could have been invested in industry. Dangote has taken over our own free-port zone with 650,000 capacity of refined oil. That is a person with a focus. Mr. Man, with this big money, go and establish an industry like that. Don't focus on politics. Go and read Awolowo's book. These people are deceiving you. They will spend
the Fulanis
money and they will hit you at the back. I can assure you, anybody who does not know the politics of Nigeria will think money is everything. You have money, you use your money to influence their own victory. When it comes to your turn, they will teach you politics. These people are far, far ahead of us in political analysis. You are wasting your money, Mr. Man. They will never, never allow you to rule. It's not possible. When the chips are down, our lawyer will tell you what you went through. Zeke will tell you what.
You hear that? Referring to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for that matter. The same man, look at, he did this one, he did it. He could say that. That was clearly Lagos. And this is the same thing that Yemi Osinbajo is now clamoring for. Okay, now let's get this one in. Watch this. Watch this.
Say the Lord, set thy house in order. Set thy house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. Set thy house in order. What was the prophets told Isaiah. If I come to you, excellencies, now and tell you, set your house or set your state in order, you will die. You will send the SS behind me. But if they come, the angels of God will defend them or defend me.
Listen,
Me,
listen.
Bishop, I don't believe in 70 years. 70 years, although said by David in the psalm we read or sang, it's not the age for one to die. 70 years is the age of retirement. Politicians, are you hearing me?
I'm coming. I'll tell you the body talk. Look at some body talk of some politicians.
You get your passport to heaven. 80, you get your visa. 90, you get your ticket. 100, you get your boarding pass. 120, you fly. And the federal government said, flying him to London for overseas treatments, which again, I must say, is a good idea. But it's a shame to Nigeria that many of you big men cannot be treated in Nigeria. Flowing abroad is a disgrace to our health circle. We must do something about that. Not continue carrying our vice presidents abroad when they cannot be even a Panadol in the government, federal government's state house clinic. I hope there's Panadol now. I hope the X-ray machine is working there. That is the first place to start fighting corruption. Politicians, listen to this. This man has something he was doing before he got into politics. Because some of you are in politics, you don't have anything doing.
See that?
Yes, you are recycling yourself day by day. He was a technical consultant to the World Bank's educational project. Because Ekweme did not believe in bribery. He did not believe in rigging. Today, when conventions are made in any of the parties, people carry Ghana must go all around to make campaigns to get themselves elected. And that is why Nigeria has continued to be corrupt. Even the present government came by corruption. So it is difficult to fight corruption. I once confronted the head of state. I said, those who stole the state money, used their state money to campaign for the presidency of Nigeria. And so they are all given 3 states or 3 ministries. That is corruption.
You see that?
Many of you, we ask yourself as politicians today, because this is one of the legacies you must learn from. He entered politics. He left it with poverty. Some of you had nothing. Even local government chairmen, I know some of them, who had nothing. Before they left, they had built 2 houses. And governors must begin to look at these chairmen, stand from them, who have embezzled money rather than doing some work in local government. President Buhari today has paid a tribute to Ekweme. Unfortunately, 32 years ago, Buhari put Ekweme into prisons.
32 years ago.
2 years after, Ekweme is dying in Buhari's government.
You see that? Buhari jailed Ekweme 32 years. Look at Andy Uba. Look at it. All of them. Look at. They're not comfortable. They're not comfortable.
Cross-carpeting of party member from one party to the other. That is political prostitution.
I've been talking about political prostitution. I've been talking about it.
It's selfishness. I cannot imagine somebody who gained electoral post into position in the Senate coming now at a point in time to desert that party and crossing over. It is not right. If you cross over, then you must leave that party. If you leave that party,
you see?
Your post.
You see?
That is our own submission. 2, Southeast will not tolerate any colony.
You hear that?
No colony for any Fulani Herdsmen. Any governor that does it will be resisted. Look at
them. Look at Andy Uba. Look at those 2. You see them?
How do we should take them to Daura, Sambisa Forest? We don't want them here. The python dance we have here is enough, and they must go. Also, we want to say here that as far as we are concerned as Igbos, we are very hardworking people. We must be recognized and must not be marginalized. Our governors must be united. Igbos must be united. Let us stand as one voice, as a Kweme stood for us, who again will stand as our unifying figure. Odumegoduku has gone. Ekweme has gone.
Who is now left?
Africa has gone.
Who is there?
Onyenimunu Ganochiba.
Show me one true Igbo leader today.
Onyenimunu Ganochiba. This is the question. Because the politics you are playing now is the politics of selfishness, materialistic tendencies.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
And it's time you must begin to think selflessly on how to really talk about how to eradicate poverty in our land. Agud in Obodo. Agud in Obodo. Unemployment is worrying our youths. Let us begin to think about, if you have money, create employment for the youths.
You see?
And there will be no agitation.
You see?
Recycling yourself into policies with the money you have is a big disgrace.
You see?
And if you have money, show it by investing and let us have more employments. How have you spent, or how are you spending your position? Anybody on top of position should please, for God's sake, remember those who are low behind it.
Now they will show and they will buy again.
That one day you will leave this post.
Yes.
I saw a governor who was ex-governor, who will not allow people to come near him. But when he retired or was voted out, I saw him at the airport. Nobody was ready to carry his bag.
You see?
When I came down, people were struggling for my bag. Hence I said to myself, because I'm a melon madam, people come near me. Governors, make yourself accessible. Buruburu is the man who makes himself accessible in the new year. And so, even though when you finish your second term, nobody will run away from you. The same thing, all the governors, Ebonyi states, Abia states.
Look at Andy Uba, look at him. Look at him shaking his leg. Can you see him? Shaking his legs.
Also in most states,
they're not comfortable.
Please, and all of you are politicians.
The Anglican Archbishop diocese in Igbo land. You see, look at those two in the white chair. Look at.
Time is coming if you don't take time.
They're not comfortable.
If you don't take care of us, we shall block you and your siren.
Yes.
And you will go nowhere. Because we elected you there. And you must go back to your constituency. May God help us all in Nigeria, and all of us, to be ready for a new Nigeria. A new Nigeria needs people who are new in brain, not expired and analog brains. That is the finality. Let all those who are 70 years in politics go and retire. Anybody above 65 years should not be president of Nigeria.
Yes.
That is the limit we must seal. Let them become consultants and advisors. The people who are really hot in brain and technocrats are waiting to become leaders and let them do Nigeria well. Rather than this analog and all the cabals, let them go and rest. Because Nigeria needs a new brain and a new spirit. We cannot put a new wine into an old wine skin.
Yes, indeed. You see that? You can clearly see that. You see, whilst some bishops and reverend fathers that does not believe in any handouts from politicians, and those that are of the Anglican and Catholic Methodist extraction. It is the church that pays the salary, minus Father Mbaka. See, where is Mbaka today? He's gone dead. they are very outspoken. See, the deeper evangelical pastors are the worst in Nigeria. Now, look at this. 1999, since Obasanjo took over power, to 2022. River State, 23 years, case study. I went through this some time ago. I got this picture live. This lady was operated upon, a middle-aged woman, for appendicitis. In Wike's state, Wike that wants to contest for presidential elections, this was his state that he had presided over in the last 8 years, and this was just a month ago, 2 months ago. No hospital. The hospital that you are looking at in front of you is a private hospital that the family in River State paid exorbitant amount of money, because government hospital will not operate such a thing. And this was what she got, even from a private hospital: appendicitis. The State of the Nigerian Health and Hospital Report 2022. That was an appendix operation operated 2 months ago in a private hospital in Rivers State. And Wike is blaspheming and boasting everywhere. That's exactly what that man is saying. Shame. Yemi Oshibajo. These were the realities on ground. And this is why I weep for a hopeless nation called Nigeria. She was in hospital, in that private hospital. This lady was in that private hospital for almost 2 months. Isn't this crazy? Crazy. Crazy. Ifeoma Nwobodo. Mad people everywhere in Zoological Republic. Yes, guys. Yeah, I have been on now for the last 2 hours and 10 minutes. I know it is extremely late. The clock's gone forward. Yesterday, and I hope you guys, you like the new studio that is in front of you. I'm pretty sure you guys like it. I'm still going to work on this, and yes, it's going to get better. Yes, it is going to get better. I guarantee you. Maybe what I have to do is make the screen a little bit bigger. Yeah, so that I can even, download something, or perhaps bring up a screen behind me there too. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that screen should be behind so that you can see it. But I like it as it is actually here right now. I like it because I can always just point to, I can always point there, just like I can always point down to that as well. Okay, guys, the time now in London is 00:15, 15 minutes past midnight. We are tally with our time with location 9 in Odua land. let me seize the opportunity to thank each and every one of you that you've joined me to trash this current edition out, episode 160 of The Bleeding Edge. See, I discovered Nigeria has been bleeding profusely a long time, and not many of you are aware. I wanted to go into some other stuff with you today. In fact, maybe we can even treat that before we end the stream. Yeah, I think this one is particularly interesting because you remember PYO said he consulted with Muhammadu Buhari, but someone somewhere is now having to question the Muhammadu Buhari that PYO went in to see. Who is that man? Who is that man? The man. Who is the man? Okay, let's share this, and I want to quickly take you through this once and for all, guys. I think because let me do it this way. I showed you guys this particular picture. Let me see if I can bring it in here. Let me see if I can bring that image in here. Yeah, I think it is somewhere here, actually. Yeah, it is here. Yeah, I brought it in earlier on, that image of GMB, General Muhammadu Buhari, the authentic one, in 2011, left crying. And you can clearly see his military attire when he went into Sambisa forest. And then a ghost, fake, dodgy latex Buhari that looked younger than the one that was sick. And then to your right, in 2019, another Fulani man shedding crocodile tears for losing elections. Now, I'm going to take you into here, and I want to show you this. This one. See, this site came up with this picture of Muhammadu Buhari and how Nigerian government can kill the Jubril al-Sudani story. And left, you can clearly see the original Muhammadu Buhari there, who suddenly turned to be this in 2019. On the right. So here, it was written by Dr. Osai Ekine. You can see that I've highlighted that. Okay, and the date was December 10, 2018. December 10, 2018. Now, let's highlight the first paragraph. Up until this moment, questions are still being asked about the real identity of the man in Asorok. I begin to wonder most times what our leaders think of the people they lead. I guess we're being mistaken for fools, or perhaps babies who are still being spoon-fed by some old lactating mothers. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. Second paragraph. I can't imagine how most of us, the led, have forgotten so soon how our dear president frequently frequented London for treatment, and if I could recall vividly, he did so intermittently, but suddenly he became strong, so strong that he never visited any other hospital for more than 15 months by my own calendar. I don't know about anyone else's. What a miracle. What a miracle. That picture in front of your screen is exactly what he was referring to, basically. This picture. This picture in front of your screen. This one. That's exactly what he's referring to. A much more younger Muhammadu Buhari. That picture. Oh, yes. That was it. What a miracle. Now, the third paragraph. I think that whichever doctor provided our dear president with this everlasting treatment, both for the cure of his hearing impairment and all other health issues, should be brought down here to train our Nigerian doctors. Frankly, we need his intervention here. Just my opinion. Now, the question is, who is in Asarok? Younger Muhammadu Buhari. Compare the picture in white to when he was first sworn in. And he said he'll lead the other military generals to Sambisa Forest. His sickness had already set in that military uniform. Miracle, isn't it? Great miracle. Okay, guys, let's bring episode 1602 an end today. I hope you've had a jolly good time. Now, in the next episode, 161, look at this. We're going to treat that. Trust me. We're just looking at all those, but we're going to treat Nigeria Agricultural Export, 1939 to 1951. You're going to learn a lot from this. You can see those figures. We'll treat them. Let's bring the stream to an end. Let me seize the opportunity to thank each and every one of you for coming in to watch this live stream, this odd hour of the day. We are going to do it again the way we usually do. Screw it up our own way. And surely, we will definitely screw it up. It is our way, our own way. I hope you have enjoyed the live show. Thank you for tuning in to watch the show. Make sure you share it. Some people are dying to have this same stream. Until next time, take good care of yourselves. If you haven't done so, click the like button from whichever of the platform or the feeds that you are comfortable watching the stream. click it. If it is Facebook, either on Liberty Media Communications or HALLO Magazine, click like, following. If it is my personal page, click following. You can't click like, but you can click, yeah, you can click like, following. You can follow my page. And if it is on the YouTube you prefer, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and then click the bell icon. Guys, let me seize this opportunity to say thank you to you. And we're going to do it again. But, you know, that time I can prepare all the slides and then bring them down to you in a clear frame of mind. Thank you for watching the stream. Alaja Falakalawiye, all of you. Let me run through all your names, although I lost them. I lost the comment. Yes, Alaja Lola Ifeoma Wobodo, James Coker. Yes, Jacob Stevens, Ganiat Allison. Yes, guys, thank you all. Yeti Queen. Yes, Steve Osage, Narada Franklin. Yes, good morning to you from Russia. Share it now. Until next time, take extra care of yourselves. And I wish you well. I wish you love and God's blessings. Thank you. Good night.